Sorry.
Alright, go.
Okay, everyone, welcome back. Where we last left off, which I think I've done before today. Basically, some really weird shit went down in the Broken Barrel Tavern, which is owned by Taliesin Bennett the Ninth, and ran with his good friend Mortimer, who is a half-orc. And while Dracon was having drinks with one of the guards, some really spooky shit went down. Some ghosts were heard. Some windows kept slamming open and closed. Lights kept changing colors. And I have lettuce burps. Sorry.
Lettuce burps, guys.
Yeah, the lettuce burps. And eventually it got to the point where everybody was drawing their weapon, including the guard that Dracon was having drinks with, who was Catherine, one of the guards who normally watches the front gates, who you learned has a prosthetic arm, which is constantly being fixed by the clockmaker.
And I was just sitting and watching.
And while this was also going on, Taliesin went behind the bar, pulled out a... It should be considered a dagger now because of how worn down and rusty it is, but it was once a very fine rapier that was passed down from his family, and he dipped it in this weird vial, and it began to glow a weird radiant color. And eventually everything calmed down, and he put the weapon away and sat down, and he had these weird dark, like his veins in the hand that held the rapier were getting darker, as like it was corrupted, kind of like Iron Man 3 around his, or in Iron Man 2 around his chest.
Yeah.
Before he makes the new material, it's like that on his hand. As he went back to looking over the papers, one of you confronted him about it, and he said that he was fine. And then Dracon and Tracker both asked Catherine for a sparring match. Now, I'm not sure if you guys wanted to do that all together, or if you guys wanted to do that separately. You guys will have to talk to each other about that. And that was where we left off.
Fight to the death to determine who will fight first.
I challenged her to a sparring match. I want to actually do it myself.
I mean, he also asked her that as well.
I did it first.
I mean, he has to type. You gotta give him something.
Nope.
No, he's just slow.
Don't start doing what you're gonna cockblock me. I'm gonna kill your future wife.
Don't worry.
Do it with a head. If you do it, Dave, do it with a headshot so the Halo fans will laugh.
Can I bring my bear?
To watch?
Oh, he can't. I'm not gonna let me fight with him.
I don't think a person who said, "Hey, do you want to spar?" is gonna be like, "Yeah, bring your fucking bear."
I'm riding it. I'm riding the bear.
Roll persuasion.
Oh, I can do that. That is something I can absolutely do. Oh, I have expertise in persuasion. 20.
Let's roll insight.
Yeah!
Okay, she'll let you bring the bear. Just remember, the bear can get hit
I'll be there
too.
if things get...
No, I'm fine with that.
Thespian, I'll be there if things get grisly.
And what are you gonna fuck? Oh.
Fuck.
Hey! As he appears in his own closet, in his own room, he's staring
As half of his body,
Yeah.
as half of his body appears behind him, pointing at himself.
No, when I make a pun, my body just multiplies and I appear behind all of you.
No, that's not how that works.
It's my own made up power. I can decide how it works.
No, fine, okay. Well, when that happens, you know what? Every time I fire an arrow, 18 arrows appear next to it.
Fine, shut up.
It's my power. I can do what I want with it.
When Blaze levels up higher enough, soon it won't be just him doing the hey. Every cat in town will pop out of every single barrel near you. You go, hey.
The townspeople will go, hey, and they'll be like, what the fuck did I just do?
The Yosha Lucky Counter.
All right. My
Now
familiar,
here's the real question.
my familiar is not only a bear. I'm a beast tamer, and I can hold up to 3 animals.
Yeah, and it's not even really a familiar. It's just his pet.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go get some bacon.
Oh god, can you imagine how fucking broken you could be if you multi-classed into a class that gives you a familiar? Because you'd have 4 animals.
I was thinking of multiclassing into wizard, just so I can have firebolt as a cantrip.
Or
That way I can light things on fire from a distance.
then
And
you
then
saw
you can
maturity to
thaumaturgy
make them
them.
brighter.
Yep. All right. So I'm gonna go get some bacon.
Or,
Okay.
and I assume you will be back.
Yep. And I use thaumaturgy to open all the windows.
Okay.
He left to get bacon. He was never heard from again.
I used
Okay.
thaumaturgy to make the bacon tastier.
He can't do that. He'd have to use prestidigitation.
Yeah, he pressed the digitation, which I could get technically.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking about actually multi-classing into cleric actually, but I want to do that blood cleric stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, all that
you're
shit's
not
really
turning-
fucking cool.
You're not turning people into raisins again, Overkill.
You can't stop me. I'll turn you
wanna
into
be
a
a
raisin.
I want to be a raisin.
The only downside to that, Dave, though, is that the traveler isn't a blood domain god.
Oh, so I can't do it then because I'm using the traveler right now.
He's a trickery domain god.
Damn it. No, I can't do it then. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go get bacon, then I'm gonna go.
Okay, you go get bacon, and I'll.
I'm looking for thespian.
Or.
I'll explain the story about raisins after the campaign.
Yeah. But
Okay.
yeah, after everything's died down, after the whole Ghost Gregory instance, for all you people who were here last week. Ghosts, not toast.
Oh.
The thing that's the thing that's a fan fiction in our other Discord.
Did you know every time you toast bread, the steam that comes out of the bread is the bread's ghost leaving its body?
Weird.
But
But
the SpongeBob joke where it was like ghost, toast, ghost.
yeah. But after everything dies down, Catherine removes part of her armor and is essentially grabbing like a bungee corded hook and attaching it to an eye hole, in the arm to connect certain parts that got disconnected when it failed, as a means to a quick repair, just to give it some function, not a full and anything, just enough to be able to move it, move the elbow.
Roll dexterity to see if her arm falls off.
She's done it millions of times, but sure.
Hey, come on, anything that gives me an advantage.
It's still on. It's a DC of 10.
Oh.
And if her arm fell off, she would say that she would have to make a rain check.
That's true.
Unless you're gonna fucking beat the shit out of a one-armed fucking
Yes.
person.
Yes, I
Yeah,
would.
that reminds me of the beat the shit out
I
of a blind
respect
kid
the
thing.
women's.
I respect women.
But yeah, so while all that's going around, she's basically getting to the point where it's just like she can throw a punch, but she's not going to be able to hold anything with that hand.
All right, I go
It's
up
like
to her and I
permanently
tell.
in a fist because she's not fucking around with the myriad of fucking hooks and shit that are in the arm, just in the hand, just doing the arm.
So I go up to her and I tell her like, hey, you want to do the spar match tonight? Right now? Like, you can do it right now if you want.
Want some fuck?
I got yellow. Do you want yellow?
No, Ron.
Stick. Need stick. Got stick. Better got stick. Let me smash.
Let me smash.
I think in one of my Pokemon games, I named one of my Pokemon I caught No Ron. Because it looked like that bird.
Alright, so, yeah, I asked her if she wants to do her sparring match net right now.
How
Have
do
you
you
right now?
feel? How do
What?
you feel?
I'm good. I had a full night's rest.
She feels pretty.
Oh, so pretty.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. Sure. And for the sake of just having a random token be a random person, I'll set it there.
That is a fucked up looking knight.
That's because that's not a knight.
That's Meta Knight.
That's an
It's
axe.
so fair.
That's not a knight, Dave. That's an axe.
Okay then.
That's
not a
an
knife.
axe.
This is a knife.
Run him over with a car.
Oh, I
That's
hate
not
you. I hate you so much. It's a Dragon Knight.
Well, no,
He
that's-
was one of the ones that wasn't called a knight, even though he looks like a fucking suit of armor.
Why are the only
That's one of the
why
random
are only two
tokens.
of them called knight? That's what I
That
want
was
to know.
that was one of the tokens I made for the previous campaign because of the guild. That guy killed Brian's character, but I'm just using that for her, just so there's a thing in the world.
What I
A
want to know is why
thing.
were only two of them called knight, Wind Knight and Dragon Knight, and then
But none of the other ones were
Knight?
called fucking knight.
Yeah, there's Strike, Axe,
So,
or something.
Yeah, roll your initiative,
Because
Dave. For your
because you've got to make the main character sound cooler than all the rest.
yeah.
So you got to give all the rest basic names.
Oh, I'm ahead of her twice.
Top of the round is unbearable.
Top of the round is Bear.
Oh shit! I actually closed the character sheets. Oops.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do,
Weapon.
do. Oh god, I can't do that. Holy shit.
Bite.
I'll
gonna-
leave that where it is.
He's gonna bite, and he's also going
Okay.
to grapple with the bite.
Okay,
So I-
roll
Yeah, I
strength.
gotta roll strength.
So let's see. 1, 2.
Could
I'll
you
say I'm gonna be like on a rooftop watching this as a cat.
Oh no, I definitely did not. Unless she rolled shit.
She rolled 2 above with a fucking +5 to strength.
I'm going to knock an arrow.
Okay.
1 second, I gotta go through my inventory. I'm going to knock a bola arrow,
Okay.
and I'm going to attempt to wrap around her legs. So she can't
Gonna
move.
shoot your Ebola arrow.
Yeah. So
Okay.
weapon, longbow.
He's gonna shoot an explosive arrow.
That misses.
Okay. For my bonus action, I'm going to cast I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
Can it be cast as a bonus action?
Yes, it's part of my class.
Okay.
So 24 to AC.
That hits.
She takes 6 fire damage, and now she is marked.
Okay.
Her prosthetic arm burns up.
What kind of mark?
Hunter's mark.
That's a bonus action.
Oh, is that really?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Well, then I don't do that. And that ends my turn.
Okay. Actually, I should move this over here so I can fucking see everything at once that I need to see. Okay, so she is going to not draw her weapon yet, but she sees a really happy bear in a schoolboy's outfit in front of her.
Yep.
I almost said schoolgirl because I find the idea of a grizzly bear in a fucking schoolgirl outfit fucking hilarious.
See you later, Snake. Thanks for stopping by.
And she's gonna fucking punch a bitch.
Yeah, that hits. Wait, my bear doesn't have any armor. So what, does he have naturally unarmored armor?
I believe so.
Wait, let me fix that then.
Bear should have... Why the fuck is it? Oh, I didn't fucking write. I didn't fucking write out the name of the damage.
Yeah.
That's why that looked weird.
He has 13 AC, so yeah, you hit.
Okay. And I forgot to look up a certain thing because of the class that she is, so I will do that right now.
Yeah.
Because I need to remember how many things that is and how many they must use for it.
Also, my bear is level 2.
I need a D4 real fast.
Because he told me he didn't
Just
level
level
up.
2?
Yeah, because he didn't level up.
Yeah, because he's a bear. His race is bear. His class is bear. His bear is bear.
His race is John F. Kennedy.
Do you think his race is John F. Kennedy?
My race is ist.
She's going to use gonna spend a key point and do Theory of Blows.
Oh, she's a monk.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both hit.
Okay.
So 8.
How? What the Jesus! I've rolled the same thing 3 times now.
Yep.
Did you?
Yeah, for the damage. Hold on, I'm gonna do one more. Okay. It's not the same thing every fucking time. I just rolled 3 3s in the fucking row. Okay.
Okay.
That's really fucking weird, so don't count that last one. There's a 9, don't count that.
He's hurt. He's hurt.
Yeah. And that's his fucking patient defense a fucking that's a key point.
Wait, 8, 23. Oh, okay. 12.
Okay.
12 left.
Bear.
I would like to enter a rage.
I would like to bear.
I would like to bear. I bared. Okay, that's good. I bared. 21 to hit, 10 damage.
You must roll a D-bear.
And here's the strength roll for the grapple. No, unless she rolls like shit. No.
11.
God damn. It's never even, it's always close. It's never like, she like fucking rips the bear's mouth open.
God, no. I hope not.
Share the prosthetic arm.
So, Dave, it's your turn now instead of Bear Dave.
Bear Dave.
So
Dave and Bearsters.
I have
Trust
advantage.
me, the more animals he gets, the more confusing it will be.
Yep, it will absolutely get more confusing. I'm unbearable. No wonder I can't find my sword.
Imagine if he had fucking a horde of otters.
Right now, I can't. I'm imagining a bear with a sword.
When you say that, I think of that art that someone did where it's a
19
teddy
to
bear
hit.
holding a... Yeah.
That's 20 damage.
Yeah, you are gonna kill her.
He's bleeding.
Okay. I can. Can I Eldritch Blast at this range? I don't think I can.
It would be a disadvantage to hit.
Yeah. I'm just gonna Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
That's mean I'm going for full unconscious so I can grope her.
You try that, and you're gonna have to spar with me. No bears.
I'll fucking fight you. I'll do it. I have a magic sword.
It's her turn. She's gonna fucking punch a bear again.
What's your sword enchanted with? It's enchanted with
Alright.
bear.
You punched her. Punched the bear. The bear isn't dead.
Going to burn another key point for flurry of blows again. And they have to be against the same creature, right?
Flurry of
Yes.
bows.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you hit, you win. Yeah, you did. You got it.
Yeah.
The bear's unconscious.
Okay. And she will burn... I know, she can only... Could
She
she
only
burn
burn
another
one-
one?
She can only burn one key point per round.
To attack, right? But she
Yeah.
couldn't do another one for patient defense?
She could do patient defense, yes,
Okay, then she's gonna do one
But-
for patient defense.
but she's still facing the other creature. So
Right.
yeah.
But what does patient defense do? You can take the dodge action as a bonus action on your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, here we go.
So
Crit.
the bear's
Crit.
unconscious, right?
Crit. Yeah, bear's unconscious. Crit time. Crit. 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 Yes! 35 damage!
Okay. What kind of damage are you doing?
It's slicing because it's a short sword.
That's not what I mean, but okay.
Oh, like what? How do you want to do it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I hit her with the flat end of the sword right in the neck.
Okay.
Like whack!
She had 11 hit points left. If you just did your basic hit, that would have took her out. I like the idea that
she's
it's
on the as she gets down on her knees to oh, I'm gonna slice off one of the straps that's holding her armor and walk away.
I'm gonna wait. Her armor. Okay, I was gonna say if you're gonna slice her arm.
okay. So
Blaze, you couldn't have gotten into it. You couldn't have gotten there in time to stop me, even if you wanted.
I'm a ninja. Fuck you.
You're not a ninja. You're not level fucking 10. Dumbass. You keep saying a ninja all the time, but you're not.
Ninja.
Okay, so
Fight me. I dare you. Come on, Blaze. Roll your attack roll.
you said you cut one of the straps on her armor.
Yeah, I'm like that,
Okay.
and then I just walk away.
Okay. Are you gonna fucking heal your bear?
I can't because I don't have the healing spell, so I have to let him die.
What about all your healing potions?
Technically,
You can't.
Thespian, you weren't there for that.
You can't use a healing
Yeah.
potion on an animal.
You could.
You can.
Yeah.
And then I use the greater healing potion on my bear.
Okay. I don't remember exactly what the fuck that is.
That's two d12. This is hit die.
Okay.
So 8 and 5.
Okay.
At least he's alive.
So yeah, she's on the floor if someone wants to do anything to wake her up.
I'll go help her.
Or
Bear wakes up, walks over to me. I stand on my bear. I sit on my bear, and I'm like, the guards here are weak, and I walk away.
I think the best part about this is that right now your bear is thinking, man, I went to sleep and I fucking knocked that bitch out. Okay. How much are you doing with your lay on hands, Thespian? I think you only have like 5 points at this point, I think.
I bet he wanted to lay hands on her last night.
Damn.
Especially since he didn't get his long rest. He stayed up all night.
Yeah, I want to say lay on hands is like 5 points. I think lay on hands as a paladin, I think you have a specific amount. I don't remember the exact for that. Let me hold on. I will look this up because I'm the DM. I'm supposed to know this shit. Paladin. Oh, fuck. Lay on hands. A ballad in the hill. That is not what I want. I want paladin shit, not this shit. Here we go, paladin.
Wake me up.
I want to say it's like... Okay, so you have 5 times your paladin level, so you have 20 points of healing you could technically give her. If you wanted to.
Well, that's interesting.
Oh, Cure Wounds, that's a spell.
If you just cast it, she just heals for a 1d8.
One second, I'll check. By level. Cure Wounds is... Yeah, 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier. So it would be 1d8 plus your charisma modifier. Thespian.
Did Thespian died?
No, I think he's listening. I will, for shits and giggles. I'm fixing it on your character sheet right now, Thespian. I'm going to assume that I don't know anything else about this, but I know it's fucking 1d8. That's not... Why the fuck did it not?
Because you didn't click the boxes.
There we go. There you go. You healed her for 6. Unless you wanted to also pump in your 20 points of lay on hands that you have. Okay. He's still bleeding. but it's not as bad as it was.
Well,
I
the
mean,
bear was biting her prosthetic arm. So
using easy DM terms when a creature is under half health is considered they're bleeding.
yeah.
But yeah, I get what you mean. Also, that did fuck up her prosthetic arm. It's a good thing she needs to see the fucking clockmaker today. She also only has one fucking key point left. So yeah, she eventually gets up off the ground. Kind of shakes her head slightly. And basically comments about ow. You tried last night, Thespian, and she said that she'll think about it. At the most she'd be able to be a NPC for the town that you're in currently. Unless she, for some reason, gets stationed to go to the next city or something along those lines. So at the moment, she's one of the guards that seems to be friendly towards you guys.
Yeah.
And she respects Dave's combat prowess of smacking the fuck out of a person with a sword.
Well, I could have cut her head off.
And also bear.
Made out of fucking Jesus metal.
I could have fucking cut her head off. It was a critical strike.
Yeah.
I could have actually
killed her.
It was a
critical strike that killed.
Yeah.
I'd also like to imagine that the only reason that Unbearable got knocked out was because she kept petting the bear really hard with her metal hand.
Oh, what a good bear! Ah! Ah! You're petting against the grain. Ah! You know when you pet the dog the wrong way and the dog's like looks at you like, do you know how to pet me? Do you actually know?
Yeah. Or when you pet when you pet a dog too hard.
Yeah.
You know, like that one episode of Family Guy where that kid pet Brian too hard.
Ah!
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
It was just that, and she doesn't realize that she's never fucking touched anything with it besides weapons that are resilient. Fucking crushes broom handles with that hand. It's a good thing she's a chick and not a guy.
Well, come on, my dick is a broom handle at this point.
He breaks those.
Well, that's good. I want it broken.
But
I have a titanium rod. Good luck breaking that.
Can't break my dick.
You can't break it any more than it already is.
It's like Office Space. If she jacks you off, it's like jacking off with sandpaper.
Yeah.
That was a scene. That was a scene in the Human Centipede too.
No, I didn't need to know that.
Call my dick
I didn't even
Luke
know
Cage.
you watched Human
Why?
Centipede
Because the
2.
only person who can ever please you is another dude named Iron Fist.
So, Thespian, are you going to spar with her now or later?
I hope I hope he gets fucked up. 3 crit fails.
Because, I mean, you can do it now if you want. She's game. And depending on what Dave did, that might change some things.
I'm gonna do things during this fight, and it's gonna be fun.
I mean, oh yeah, that's fine. She was already not using weapons, so you'd be doing an unarmed. Hold on, I will input this into your character sheet, Thespian. That way, you know what you're doing.
I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy.
Okay.
To create a small earthquake.
Okay. Technically speaking, her arm is not technically part of her body.
I can also.
So there you go. You have unarmed strike, which you would be using for your attacks now.
It's true. I could use thaumaturgy to rip her arm off. I use thaumaturgy to open up your hands.
Open up one hand.
Yeah, it's like think. Ah.
Okay. Yeah. Just. I guess I'm just moving over here just so I can have the sheet up. The sheet up for it. And I will roll initiative. Hey, she rolled better than she did last time.
It's a little better, yeah.
Her dexterity is one of her own. Her dexterity is one of her only human stats.
Thespian starts before time.
Before time.
Okay, Thespian, you are up. You're first.
The land before time.
Dave, I will say roll initiative as well, just because you said you wanted to do some stuff in between.
Oh yes, I did. Yeah.
You know,
that way, I can be like.
I want to do stuff too. I want to roll initiative.
Just roll initiative then.
I rolled a crit fail 6.
Hold on, Thespian, because that's a very specific thing. I'll tell you exactly what to roll for that once the other guys roll.
Oh, God damn it. There. I'm just gonna be standing back until I'm needed. My action is no, I'm not doing anything.
Okay. Thespian, roll me. I'm gonna look at fucking Catherine's skill sheet for this. Roll me athletics. And then acrobatics.
I'm gonna go over here.
Okay. And then unskilled strength.
As he digs himself into the ground. No, unskilled strength. It's in skills.
Yeah, you're not hitting with this. This is because you're not just saying I'm gonna punch her. This is because you're doing something specific. So unskilled strength.
Yeah.
Not unarmed strike.
No, that's a strength saving throw.
It's the one at the bottom of the skills page. There you go. Okay. I'll just use the damage you rolled for the unarmed strike.
Can't wait to sleep tonight.
Okay. So you're not doing anything, Blaze?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sitting back and watching. If I'm needed, I'll do something. I feel I'm needed.
Okay.
Looking around.
Yeah. She's going to obviously punch you because this is a hand-to-hand fight. 16 against your armor class, 8 damage, because apparently she can only roll fucking 3s. It says 1d4. But out of her fucking, like...
She's rolled 8 6 times now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's rolling 3s out of the 8. You lose 8. He's rolling fucking 3s out the ass today. Jesus. It's like Cody with 1s.
It's like Mike with his death.
We were talking to the other DM about that, and we are talking about the grunt poison and the bear trap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he thought it was fucking hilarious. She's not going to use her last key point yet. Dave, what are you doing?
I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy under her right foot.
For a small tremor?
Yep.
A small harmless tremor? Okay.
I just want to see if she's distracted by it.
Sure.
All right.
Thespian, you can make your next unarmed strike if you want, or whatever you want to do.
I cast these. What?
He's making a joke.
Is that a wrestling joke?
No, it's a generation joke.
Oh.
Things like when you want to fight, it's like you don't want to catch these hands.
Yeah, because that's the wrestling guy, Braun
Oh.
Strowman. He does that.
No, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking watch wrestling.
Braun Strowman. Did you guys know that Braun Strowman is a tag team champion with an 11-year-old kid?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, let's keep going.
Can't wait for that to get fucking. Can't wait for that kid to fucking die.
No, they gave up the titles already.
That does hit. But she was distracted. So I gave you advantage on the attack. Are you doing anything, Blaze?
Nope.
Okay. He's gonna.
I don't even know why I said it. I was thinking maybe I'll do something.
She's gonna throw another punch. That misses, unless you have an armor class of 9, which I doubt as a paladin. Unless your constitution sucks dick.
Your constitution's -15.
Yeah. Okay, Dave, what are you doing now?
So you said her arm isn't technically part of her body, right? And thaumaturgy can cast wind, right? Like I can do a localized wind.
Like a small gust. Yes, you can do a small gust of wind.
Okay, I want
enough to knock some papers off a shelf.
I want to actually do that, but localize it inside the joint where the arm and the shoulder meet.
Okay.
You know how I use thaumaturgy to open all the windows with a loud smash?
Yeah.
I want to open up her arm with a large smash.
You want to try and open her arm from the shoulder.
Well, where's the arm? Where does the prosthetic attach?
The prosthetic is attached, essentially she doesn't have an arm there. And it's
that's what I want to do. I want to detach her arm from her body. With thaumaturgy. You already said it was weak.
Yeah, I did. Hey, Dave, what did your character do last night?
It slept.
Okay.
I don't know what else. He masturbated. I don't know.
So,
Jerk to the gherkin.
as you're preparing your spell and you cast it,
Yeah.
nothing seems to have happened for a couple minutes. And then all of a sudden your pants fall down from a large gust of wind.
Oh, I forgot to write into the fucking book! No, I did!
What?
I did write in the book. I remember I drew a happy bear with a smiley face, and then I drew a building on fire, and then I drew a man coming out of the building. Because I uploaded it to YouTube. You can actually see that I did that.
Okay. He still does it because he's a fucking asshole at times.
Well, yeah.
He's still gonna do it to fucking mess with you.
Fucking goddamn
I
I don't even pull up my pants. I don't even pull up my pants. I just
Okay.
I own it.
Are you wearing underwear?
No.
Okay.
Pedophilia?
I will roll for little children.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Roll for kidnapping.
Roll for pedophiles. Be 13.
I only look like I'm 13. Come on.
Every DC for pedophilia is under 18.
Joke.
Yeah.
I just thought of the worst joke.
Me?
In a world where you can have people who look and are like the size of children, but are actually hundreds of years old, Life must be hard as a pedophile.
Or very fucking easy because they can find someone that looks like the way they want. That's not necessarily a young age, but anyways.
Let's not talk about this during the live stream.
Sorry.
Anyways, in the middle of combat.
So.
No, Blaze, you're never coming back from that.
I'm gonna clip that.
How about
put that
that
on
baseball
YouTube.
game?
I'm gonna clip that. And put it on YouTube.
Roll strength.
Okay, oh yeah.
Roll unskilled strength.
The European uppercut? What is that? A uppercut with baked beans?
No, it's an uppercut with tea.
No, it's an uppercut, but you use the other side of the road.
You use your left hand.
Use your offhand.
Yeah. You just can't grab her. She just every time you start to put your arms around her, she like smacks your hands away.
It's just like dating.
Close fists are illegal in Europe. They did the uppercut with the arm, thus the European uppercut.
All right.
Are you doing anything, Blaze?
No. I'm just here in case I need to help someone.
She's gonna punch you again. 24 to hit, 7 damage.
You just got knocked the fuck out, motherfucker. You're not gonna be in Rush Hour 3.
And his name is John C.
I still haven't even used her last fucking key point yet.
Thank you, Chuck, for the sub, man. You're awesome.
It was only 7 points. She did 8 before.
Also, she's just punching armor and dealing damage to you. What the hell? Her hands are maces.
One of them is, basically. She's just grabbing her other arm from the form and beating you with it.
She has ripped off her other arm and is beating you with it like Buzz Lightyear from
I'm gonna
Toy
beat a
Story.
motherfucker with another motherfucker.
You see this hat? I'm Mrs. Nesbit.
Have you guys ever beaten a motherfucker with another motherfucker?
Yes.
I almost did once in a game of D&D. She's going to use her last key point to do Fury of Blows.
Oh man, she's gonna Fury of Blow you.
That
might actually miss.
20. Over 20 damage. Over 20 to hit. I think that's gonna miss. A 22.
Oh, wait. Can she do Fury of Blows with her arm not attached?
I'll say that they're at disadvantage, so it would be 22 and 17 to hit.
No.
And you are not a monk thespian, so no, you cannot attempt to catch her fist.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you don't have a really immediate reaction like that.
And even then, with monks, it's to catch fucking projectiles.
And you could have laid on hand yourself, too, to heal yourself.
But he used it all.
Yeah.
I like the fact that, technically speaking, monks can catch bullets.
Yeah, it's any
if you have
projectile.
If you have a character who has like a gun, they can catch the bullet and throw it back at you with the same force. If a 17 hits your armor class thespian, you take an additional 8 and 7 as well.
What if it's a laser?
Ooh.
No, because technically a laser doesn't count as a projectile.
Yeah.
What if someone's shooting a laser at you?
It doesn't count as a projectile. It counts as
So
like a
you lose
magic.
15 points, Thespian, in total from those 2 hits.
It would count as magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, lasers are magic, which is why magic missile is essentially rapid fire laser bullets.
That's another thing. Magic missile is so fucking good. People are like, "Oh, it's so bad. It only does 1d4 damage." Yeah, but it's guaranteed hit.
Yeah, magic missile is the Halo 1 plasma pistol supercharged.
Yeah. Hey man, that shit was good. You do that, then you swap over to fucking shotgun. You kill him instantly.
Or you switch to anything and you aim for the head and you're good.
Yeah.
Dave, what are you doing now? If you're doing anything.
Is the fight over?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Thespian, are you still standing?
Okay, I'm gonna do the exact same thing again. I gotta try and detach her. Oh no, I already did that. I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast, but hold on to my action.
So you're holding your action of Eldritch Blast until your next turn?
Yeah.
So you're holding your attack action is what you mean. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thespian, you're up.
I wonder what the people are like around her. Like, what the fuck is going on?
I gotta go really quickly. I'll be right back. If someone gets knocked out, I'm gonna help them up. That's all my action's gonna be. If nothing happens, then I'm just gonna sit there and wait.
Okay. So, what are you talking about with Thespian? What the fuck?
Kinshasa?
No idea what the fuck that means.
I was gonna say, oh, that's an English word I never heard before, but I guarantee you that's not English. Oh, I know what you're doing. Now I know what you're doing.
Okay.
So he's gonna go for an arm bar over the face and drop down onto the ground. Basically, it's a DDT, but it's sitting. What? No, but that's his finisher. Oh, you're doing the running knee. That's not his finisher, but yeah, it's a good move.
Roll athletics. Okay, now roll strength.
Are you playing with a toy?
I'm not, no.
Keep.
I mean, you get the running good, but then when you go to lift up your leg, you kick the back of your calf and you stumble a bit, so you don't get the hit off. Blaze said he isn't going to do anything unless someone's knocked out. He's gonna boop you in the nose again.
Oh god, a crit! And he has advantage because he's on the ground.
Back.
No, I didn't say he was on the ground. I said he stumbled a bit.
Oh, I thought you said he got
Still standing. So it's a 24. So 24 to hit. 8 damage.
Damn.
Are you out? Are you down?
You rolled 8 damage again, by the way.
I know, but this time there was no. You know what it is, Dave? I rolled 2 3s.
Oh.
I rolled 3 for the damage because I have a plus fucking 5 to that, and I rolled an additional 3 on my D4.
KO, KO, KO.
And if this was Bloody Roar, she'd still be hitting you for like fucking 5 more seconds, but it's not because it's not Bloody Roar.
Well, my Eldritch Blast wears off.
Yeah, your Eldritch Blast fizzles out. Combat is
She
over.
knocks him halfway across the town.
I actually shoot it straight up in the air.
Like a firework.
Yeah.
Roll a D100.
Oh god.
Don't you dare blow up another school.
71. 71 people died.
So, okay, I'll figure out a way to add this in later for you to for it to be added in later for no fucking sense. My favorite color is 7.
Oh my god,
So-
what is that?
My favorite color is bear. And some candy wrapper.
That's that
So,
sounds like a...
Thespian, she does pick you up, and she does she does give you a healing potion, so you're awake. So yeah, you're awake. I'll say you healed for
pity
15.
sex.
Roll charisma. Unskilled.
Now, a question: if he rolls a 20, does he succeed, or
That's Constitution, not charisma.
Oh, that's Constitution.
now, a question: if he rolls a 20,
there you
does
go.
he succeed, or if he rolls a
Exact
9, is he
same
so
roll.
pitiful that it works?
We gave you a chance. We gave you a second chance. We've given you all of the chances to get laid. You're not fucked. That's the problem.
At least not here. Somewhere. I'm sure somewhere there's a person who's like, I really fucking want to fuck a dragon. Somewhere.
With something that low, she looks you in the eye, takes her potion back, and throws you back on the ground.
What you need to do is you need to hack into the dragon the dragon dildos website, and you just need to find people in your area that likes dragon dildos. And there you go.
Just print out a lot of papers and then just spread them all over town, asking anyone want to fuck dragon.
Does anyone want to fuck a dragon? A real dragon?
American Dragon, Jake Long.
Dante Bosco.
So the porn name
There's a reason his name is Jake Long.
the porn name for American Dragon it would be American Bad Dragon.
Yeah.
There's a reason the character's name is Jake Long.
Or Jake Long Dick.
No,
That's
Jake
a joke.
Schlong, like Thespian wrote.
Yeah, I know. Schlong or Long Dick or Long John Silver.
Long Schlong Silver.
Yeah.
Long Dong Silver.
Drake the Snake.
You're not. I mean, she's obviously not gonna fucking give you pity sex, but I mean, she considers you a friend, and if you have any questions about the city, she'll help you out.
Friend zoned!
She's also friends. You've acquainted a new friend to the party.
I asked her if she wants. I asked her if she wants what I gave her earlier in bed.
She looks at you weird.
Because I'm a girl and I can finger bang her.
Wait, you're a girl?
She still looks at you weird. Also, no, you said you were a guy.
Oh, am I a guy? Oh, so I had this on my.
Yeah.
I just standing there with my dick out.
Yes.
I start waving it forward and backward, and in her direction.
I'd like to imagine you're just helicoptering the entire time. You just.
I used thaumaturgy to make it look like my dick is actually casting wind. Wee.
I use thaumaturgy to fly.
I use thaumaturgy to change the color of my eyes to bright pink. Look at my eyes.
When I use the helicopter, I mean it.
I use thaumaturgy to make my voice 10 times louder. I'm a
Penis,
helicopter.
helicopter, best match.
What do you? I use thaumaturgy to make my voice louder. What do you mean you won't suck it?
Oh, so no head throws the message stone on the ground and it breaks.
Oh god! Oh god, I found the gif of it.
Well, I pull my pants up and I go inside back inside. Like I look over at Catherine.
I was really tempted on doing some really weird shit with your bear, but I decided not to.
My bear isn't part of the Traveler. You can't touch him.
I never said anything about him being part of the Traveler. I just thought, he's a fucking bear. He's curious.
He goes and eats Theoman's head.
Curious bear.
The hell?
No, he just
Why
sniffs
is there-
something.
There's something here that I can touch.
Where?
Right here. Look, I have it in my hands. Look right here. See these green marks?
Yeah.
What the heck are these?
Nothing.
How come I can interact with them?
I don't see anything fucking there.
I see it.
Right here. Look
I
right
see
there where the
two green
marker
marks.
is. See those two
I
green
see
little...
2 green marks.
Yeah, see those two little green marks? How come I can interact with these marks?
let
You
me
may have drawn
fucking-
your character.
You might have drawn on it by accident. Let me fucking zoom in like a motherfucker. Yeah, no, those are just areas that you fucking drew on the map.
Oh.
I'll take care of these.
For a second, I thought you were trying to do some story stuff, but nope, it's just you drew graffiti.
I thought he was on fucking drugs or some shit.
Well, I am,
What
but,
the
you know...
fuck? I was like, what fucking drugs did he give you this time?
I took...
So,
whatever drugs are in Fallout. Jet.
What do
What
we
drugs
do
are you
now?
taking, Bear?
Bear.
What drugs are you on? Bear.
Bear ain't no drug I ever heard. Do they speak English in Bear?
Bear.
Bear?
The drug bears, you just take some, you just grab a guy and roll him into a joint and smoke him.
You kill a man, take his thyroid gland.
Oh.
The fuck?
Catherine does say, however, that she does have to get to her post, so she does go to her post, and I will remove a tiger axe knight from the map at the moment.
Alright, so what's now? What do we do now?
That's up to you guys.
I
What's up?
want to go. I want to just finish up this mission, so I'm gonna actually go and find. I'm gonna go back to that brothel.
I'll go with you.
I actually stop you from coming with me. I'm tired of you following me around like a lost puppy.
Well, hey, I was the one who went.
To
in
be
the first
fair,
time.
Dave, the person that technically does own him hasn't been here for like 4 weeks.
Damn it.
So he has a reason.
And you did say you were going to tame him. You might have
I
accidentally
did.
tamed him, and now he's following you.
I did befriend the bear.
That doesn't matter. The bear isn't your friend.
For a second, I misheard Blaze, and I thought he said, "The bear's my master now."
The bear's gonna mount you, and he's going to make bear babies with you.
Teddy bears with BDSM gear on.
Yeah. All right. Well, then I'm gonna head over to to that brothel, and I'm gonna go look for the guard I was talking about.
I'll turn into a cat and follow from the rooftops.
You actually see him before you even get to the brothel.
Oh, I pull him aside and I ask him, so is there anything else you need us to do?
At the moment, I don't really think we have anything else I can think of.
Oh.
What are your skills? Yeah.
What is our skills?
What skills doth thou haveth?
Wealth. We've had.
Showeth me thine moves.
What skills do you have?
We have like really really basic adventuring skills. Like we're really good at fighting, and as Catherine walks by, look, I fought Catherine.
I'd like to
We have
imagine
a bear.
I'd like to imagine that she's limping as she ripped off her arm and is using it as a cane. As she's walking to the clock worker who's about to bitch at her for pulling her arm off.
I did that. See, I did that.
What other qualifications do you have?
Ooh.
We have a bear.
That's what qualifications do you have?
Well,
it's not a koala, but we have a bear.
Yeah, it's just a bear. It's not a. We're not in Australia. These aren't drop bears.
I mean, if you want to, you could have the bear drop on someone.
I mean, yeah, if you get the fucking necklace.
Do you know where we can go to get quests for adventurers like us?
Well, that depends. Are you planning on staying here long, or are you planning on...
I look over at the other two who are like 10 feet behind me. Are we staying here or are we leaving?
I mean...
Meow, 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 meow. I'm a cat. I'm kidding. Go on.
The guy said he had a job for us.
Yeah, he did say it, and he never did it. He never gave us what the job was.
Which guy?
The guy we're talking to. You said he had a job for us. That's why I asked, hey, what else do you have for us?
Right.
you forgot.
Been a long week.
Yeah.
Just say he's preparing the job. Like, it's something he had to do first. Paperwork.
Well, if you're staying... Well, I have two jobs, technically. But one requires travel, and the other is for if you're staying in the city. That's why I asked.
Yes, we're staying in the city.
Okay. He kind of leans in a bit and just leans in a bit and just goes, there's, 1 second, actually. I need to look at the information on this one more time, because I fucking forgot it, because I'm a fucking horrible person.
There's a manticore.
Yes, you are.
We need to go and fight the manticore.
God, no.
And then we gotta go, oh, my baby! That's still the best. That's the best episode of Critical Role ever. The episode started with "No, my baby," and it ended with "No, my baby."
Pretty much, yeah. He kind of leans in and just goes, we've been hearing about some contraband being brought into the city. We've doubled down on the guards at the entrances to make sure that none gets in, but it's still getting in.
What kind of contraband?
I need to look to see exactly what this is.
They're homoerotic books.
No, they're not.
They're under the name of JJ.
Where the fuck is this shit?
Unauthorized manga.
Think of it like a very dangerous and harmful recreational purposed herb.
So weed.
No, not well, kind of, but it's like magically
It's like
imbued.
super weed.
Kind of, yeah.
It's like super weed.
And it's It's been causing a strife in the community.
Don't forget, Noble lives in an area where weed is illegal.
Try to break the chain. Sorry, you said strife, and I have down charge stuck in my head.
To make matters worse, there's a person had a adverse reaction to said substance, and it's causing her to go into a psychotic rage. She attacked 4 people before she was killed.
What?
You could say it was an adamantium rage.
No.
Adamantium rage!
Space cocaine. Super meth.
No, we already did super. We already did super weed. You gotta do hyper meth.
Hyper meth. Mega meth. There you
Hyper
go.
meth up.
No, it's mega meth because it's alliteration.
Yeah. Points for alliteration.
Hyper meth up.
Hyper meth up. Hyper
It's
meth
cool
up.
cocaine.
More or less
Wicked.
the official name of the
Mega marijuana.
the official name of the substance is called Suud, Suude. It's made from a refined magic residuum, and it was originally developed in the early days of magic to increase as like an incense to increase to enhance basically long ritual spell casting. And the secret was eventually spread to every spellcasting riffraff in the city or in the world, and varying forms of its refinement are dangerous and can produce a lot of different things.
Okay.
Think of it kind of SUU, not SU. What? Fuck it. Think of it kind of like how there's alcohol and then there's moonshine.
But moonshine is totally legal.
This is kind of like the moonshine of the magical essence world. And there's someone bringing some shit in that is making people go fucking insane and attacking people.
And that's when we find out it was us all along. It was the man inside of the well.
The bird inside the well.
If you would like, we can take you to... I know you've had... I know you're a person of tracking qualities. Maybe you can see something we can't. If we take you to the place where the attack took place.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll come too, because why the fuck not?
I'm assuming the entire
As
fucking
long as
party's
you don't
going
go
along,
anywhere
'cause
near the tracks, I don't care where you go.
yeah. So, he leads you all to... He leads you all to the, like, outer perimeter of the bullseye that is... Or of the dartboard that is the city.
Yep.
To a,
Don't mind me, I'm just ripping open a bag of popcorn.
Yeah. To a decently sized home. From the outside, it looks like it's maybe a 2-story home, possibly with an attic or a crawl space in the roof. It's surrounded by It's surrounded by the 3 guards you saw the other day that dragged the shopkeeper out.
Yeah.
They're standing in front of it, keeping a watch. As they see Wayne approaching, they kind of step to the side. One of them opens the door as you all walk in. One of the guards kind of looks over each of you as you're walking in, but doesn't seem to distract you guys. It doesn't seem to stop you guys or anything as you walk inside. And you know the joke of how to paint your walls red? It depends on how hard you throw a baby. This looks like someone took that to the extreme, but with people instead of babies.
That is the first time
Isn't
I've
that
ever heard
the same
that.
thing?
Yeah, there was a... They said it on Game Grumps during their Mario Maker thing. They were making, like, dead baby jokes.
Oh.
Like, a couple weeks ago, and that's what popped into my head. But, basically, from what you can gather from what places there isn't viscera on the walls, this building used to have blue walls. The walls look purple or red, depending on how deep the color is.
Are there any organs?
Are there
You can
vermin?
assume there aren't any vermin in the area. No,
Okay.
the guards have even though this is the more rundown part of the inside of the city, they still keep a pretty hard tack on pests, as Blaze saw with the birds in the cage when he went to the prison or the jail and saw the kenkus being kept in the cage.
Hmm.
And I mean, there's lots of things that you think could be organs.
But they're too smashed up.
They're too ripped apart.
You could still probably cook something from them.
To put it lightly, it looks like everyone did Dave's character from the Full Metal Dave's character from the Full Metal Alchemist campaign happened like 3 or 4 times
I don't
in
think
this place.
I think Blade was the only one that saw that.
Basically, it looked like 4 people fucking exploded. But they weren't exploded because you can see... you can clearly see an upper torso. From, like, just above the ribs. So, like, you can see, like... Essentially, you can see, like, the bottom of the ribs. Like, the inside of the bottom of the ribs and just viscera. You don't see the lower legs. And yeah, you can examine the body, roll investigation.
My character walks in, and then I take one whiff, and then just cover my entire lower head.
Oh
and my
yeah,
face
no,
with a scarf.
a slaughterhouse smells nicer than this.
Well, also because again, my guy's partially cat likes sensitive smell. He's not going to be going good with this.
Like, have you ever been in a slaughterhouse?
No.
Yes.
It smells worse than that in here.
Ooh.
I'm gonna roll medicine.
To try and figure out what the hell happened?
Yeah.
Okay. With your investigation test, meaning you couldn't really tell anything. From what you can see, Dave, there's a lot of, like, on the parts of the body that aren't now just muscle.
Yeah.
From everything getting ripped off, you can definitely see, like, scratch marks on the body.
Yeah.
And, like, scratches and some, like, bite marks, but they seem to be, like, normal human bite marks. But most of you just see a shit ton of clawing into the body. And it looks like whatever the hell was going on with this person, they, like, ripped into the body and just started peeling it. Like, peeling it back and, from what you can assume, consuming what they're ripping out. Or just throwing it away.
This was like bath salts, man. Holy fuck.
Worse.
I'm gonna go upstairs.
I need you to roll
investigate.
Constitution to go upstairs.
Okay.
No, fuck it. I'm gonna investigate.
You can make it upstairs. It just smells horrid.
I used thaumaturgy to open all the windows.
Okay.
Go
Hey,
away. You don't even know
no.
where half the windows are. You haven't been upstairs.
I
yet.
don't need to
It's
know
a
where the
thing you can
windows
do.
are. The windows are open.
Yeah. So, as you're making your way upstairs, the smell, even with the windows being open and being aired out, the smell is horrible.
I'm going to the bathroom.
You... Okay.
I'm looking for a bathroom.
There isn't a
Take a
restroom
shit.
in this building. Well,
Oh.
you know there is. But it's on the first floor, not the top floor.
Okay, well, I'm going to the bedroom then.
Okay.
The main bedroom.
In the large bedroom that's upstairs, it's the same thing as you saw downstairs, but worse. Because there's 2 people now. It looks like they were sleeping when they were attacked by this woman.
Were these the first to be attacked?
It's hard to tell at the moment. You're not sure who was the first attacked,
This freaking sounds like an episode of Conrad Amazons.
but from what you can gather, seeing as they both looked like they were sound asleep because the blanket that was on top of them is ripped to shreds as well, they seem to be the first ones to be attacked.
I roll.
It's the same thing as the one downstairs. They were clawed at and like parts were peeled off.
No, I'm rolling investigation to see if I can find any drug paraphernalia, like anything that would be used to do drugs.
From in this room?
Yeah.
Okay. There isn't anything in this room, no.
I'll go to the
And
next room.
you do see a there is a picture though you do find of 5 people.
I take the picture.
Okay. Weirdly, it's the only thing not fucking Hellraiser 1 covered in blood.
Alright, I go to the room next to it.
Dave, you've seen Hellraiser 1, right?
I did, but I don't remember much of it.
Do you remember the weird like skinless dude?
No.
Okay. For those of you who have seen Hellraiser and remember Frank from Hellraiser 1, most of the bodies look like Frank from Hellraiser 1.
Okay.
They look like their skin has just been like peeled off or something like that. But from the picture, it looks like it's like a father, a mother, and then their 3 kids. A son and 2 daughters. The daughters look to be twins.
So the 2 cute people in the bed right now are the twins, I'm guessing?
No, they're the parents.
Oh.
One of the kids was just downstairs, and I'll say because you rolled a decent medicine, it was one of the twins, one of the girls,
Okay.
and you know that the other girl was the one who did all of this.
What happened to the sun?
You haven't been through the entire house yet.
Alright, I go to the next room over.
The next room over is torn apart, but there isn't any body or anything in it. Walls in this room are pink. It looks to be the twins' room. There's 2 beds. Under one of the beds, there is drug paraphernalia. I also like that you rolled your same roll, just backwards. There definitely is drug paraphernalia under one of the beds, and it's the drug that they were referring to before the sued.
Alright, I pocket it for now.
Okay. Really, the bedroom looks pretty much untouched. Besides the fact that there's some stuff thrown about, like when a stereotypical movie teenage girl can't find her cell phone and she throws everything off of her bed. It's like that.
Can I look around?
What were you doing, Blaze?
I don't know. I think it was on the first floor still.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kitchen is on the first floor as well, Thespian. It also seems to be fairly untouched. It looks like whatever happened so far from what you know, Thespian, because you're only on the first floor, is something you assume came downstairs and attacked the fuck out of this girl.
Alright, so I'm
The
looking.
kitchen
I'm going to.
is...
I'm gonna do what Overkill was gonna do. I'm gonna look for the bathroom and investigate it.
Okay.
I go to the next room over.
You do find the bathroom blaze, and it's when you step into the bath, like the door to the bathroom, it's really cold in there.
Yeah.
There's a tub that has ice in it because the body of the girl that the guards killed that was going crazy and killed her family is sitting there. That they basically are preserving it for now because they're waiting for someone who can actually check the body, basically, to show up. Because they have to outsource that shit. So basically, right now, the bathroom is the Walt Disney fucking cryo freeze.
She's gonna look and just nope the hell out of there.
Roll me another investigation, actually. The tips of her fingernails, of her fingers, are extremely worn down to the bone, and even that is extremely worn down, almost to a point, on both of her hands.
You're giving me chills, man. I do not do this kind of stuff.
Okay.
Don't just imagine the skin being peeled off and the fingernails being.
Oh, I'm going to
okay.
mute you.
Okay.
Now close your eyes and imagine her hands being daggers.
Now close your eyes and imagine those for a hand job.
No. But okay, so the other room upstairs that you find, that's besides a closet that you thought was a room at first, and you opened it up and you were surprised by a jacket of a green color.
It's green.
I take it.
Okay.
And is there any more rooms up here?
There's one more room. It looks to be stepping inside. Very similar to the parents' room. However, oh boy, this one. With downstairs, you could only find technically half of a body. You can see the body here, all over the place. You also see the looks of several struggles, and there are several sword/marks in this building. It seems this is where the guards properly came and found out what was going on and took care of her. Because the window was broken open and there's some searing around the edge of the broken glass.
Yeah.
Like smoke around the edges of the broken glass. You've seen this kind of smoke before? You've seen it when you've used your Eldritch Blast?
All right.
It seems the kid fucking was doing that shit as like a warning flare kind of thing before he got attacked. And fucking turned into the Great Divide.
Huh.
Here.
He used Eldritch Blast as a signal flare. Huh.
Like he was shooting it out the window as like a, hey, guards, fucking get here.
At this point, I'm gonna leave the bathroom and then be like,
That's
go see
fair.
what else found.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, that's fine, Thespian. Yeah, that's okay.
Thespian's stomach couldn't handle it.
I'll say.
Wait to leave. As he left, I was like, as he left, I looked at him like, bet you don't want to get laid anymore.
I bet her vagina's still good.
Anyway.
But yeah, I'll say he
goes
had
upstairs.
in.
I'm going downstairs, so.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I guess just to make it easy, let's just say I go upstairs and I see everything that Overkill saw. We can just move on.
Okay.
Is the guard still there? The guard guy?
Yeah, Wayne, he's still there. He's standing there by the door.
I take him outside.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, hey man, this is a fucked up thing that happened here. I can't find any prints, any footsteps or anything, but I did find the drugs.
I mean, the only footprints you can find are of the other twin, who was the one that went ballistic and killed the rest of the family before the guards came in and killed her. But yeah.
I found the drugs that...
Are you presenting them to him?
Yeah, I'm giving them to the guard. Like,
okay.
I'm not going to hold on to illegal drugs.
Right.
And I hand them over. I go, here's the drugs. Can you show me any type of entrance or exit that is other than the front and back gates of the city?
I mean, we really don't have any other exits in and out of the city.
Sewers?
We don't. I mean, they're big enough for maybe a runt halfling. They're not that large.
Yeah, well, maybe it's a runt halfling that's running these things. You never know. Midgets can do that.
For a second, I thought you were about to say it's big enough for, I don't know, a cat, maybe?
I thought about saying like a small animal like a rat.
You know, the funny part is you're the one who's going to be going into the sewer, so...
Yeah, regardless.
It won't matter, because I'm going to be like, yeah, go cat form and go look through the sewer.
From I mean, it doesn't. I guess they could come from the sewers, but that'd be weird.
I'm just imagining a hand coming up from the toilet. You want some drugs?
It's just a fucking balloons, but they're filled with meth.
And the other way that they could be smuggling this in is you could start doing mandatory checks of all incoming everything.
I mean, we do that well, we check like large carts and people with packages. I mean, if we could start checking everybody.
It's a way to do it. Other than that, if you have no other clues other than this horrific scene, I can't help you.
One of the other guards steps in. He's in
green armor.
No. I thought about that, but no. He's in like a cotton candy blue colored armor.
Caboose.
No.
Caboose is
As hilarious as that would be, no.
This is Tucker.
But he steps in and he just goes and he kind of like whispers into Wayne's ear before walking back out. It seems that according to my cohorts here, that they said that the young lady in question was featuring some hybrid qualities.
This is piquing my character's interest. Hybrid?
We're not 100% sure what is going on, but we will have to do some investigation, because I don't want to say research, because that sounds really teacher-endeavored. We're going to have to use some sort of identification on this stewed here, because it seems that it might have something in it to cause people to go out into a hybrid situation.
If you want someone to look at hybrids, you probably want to ask me.
Yeah, because he's half cow.
Not in the.
You do that, and then it just like when a boxing glove just appears from the side it is a boxing glove. I'm just like ding.
Not in the cat sif variety.
Oh, he knows.
More the don't wear red hoods when you go to visit your grandmother quality.
How do people keep finding out?
It's my job to find out. It's his job to know who's in his fucking city.
Keep fucking finding out. I have a hood. I have tails hidden.
If you have a hood, people just want to find out about you more.
Look, I want to keep my city safe. I don't want to have to deal with people turning into fucking monsters and destroying their family. I knew these people. These were nice people. One of the loveliest people in this lower district of the city. And this... I'll try and find out all I can. All I know is that something in this drug, presumably the drug, because there seem to be no instances of a bite mark or anything on her, no bites or scratches besides what we had to do to take her down on her. So we can assume that whatever was causing this transformation and this psychosis was in the drugs.
Werewolves.
Presumably, yes, presumably. It's some sort of lycanthropy of some sort from all the descriptions.
We fought. On the way here. We fought werewolves on the way here.
But they were under control by a tiger person.
A tiger person.
Yes.
I don't know the scientific term.
And I go through my book. Remember, I have a book with all the drawings.
Yeah, you do.
I go through my book and I get the drawing of the tiger person and I show it to him.
Are you handing him the book or are you just showing him the
I am
picture?
not handing him the book of the traveler.
Okay.
Fuck that.
He pulls out some very cartoonishy small glasses, like the little round ones that you put on like the very edge of your nose.
Yep.
And he puts them on and he like leans down and looks at
That's what it was called.
And he a Rakshasa? No, that was not a Rakshasa. You'd be fucked if that was a Rakshasa. And he puts his glasses back in like a weird little fucking case he has in his armor. It's I'll make sure to keep the guards on the lookout for large, multicolored people.
I show him the other things too, the werewolves, because I had drawings of them.
Yeah. Too. Yeah.
So at this point, I'm guessing if everyone knows, he's just gonna take the hood off.
Oh my god, you've been a cat this whole time?
I mean, to be fair, he knows.
Now everyone knows because you
back
did
on.
it. We already know.
And the only reason he knows is because it's his job to know. He fucking scries on everybody who comes into his town. But, what was I talking about before that?
That was it.
Oh, right. If, I'll tell my guards to make sure that if they see any large felines that don't look like tabaxi, or even if they do see tabaxi, to make sure that they are tabaxi. With this recent information. However, I don't think it's a werewolf or a were-creature that's doing this.
Could it be a Y-wolf?
No, it's definitely a wen wolf.
I'm following. I'm laying more on who wolf or how wolf. How wolf sounds good. Sorry, we're all smartasses.
I know. But what about the what wolf?
Well, see, that wolf, we don't even know what that wolf is because, everyone keeps going, what wolf?
What about the what wolf? What wolf?
Exactly.
Personally, I think it's someone who's trying to diminish the city's fine name and ruin our reputation of being a good, fair city.
Maybe.
And I will definitely make sure that you guys are rewarded appropriately for what you find.
All right.
And he escorts you guys out of the building, and the one guard closes the door and stands in front of it again.
Not looking forward to this sort of thing.
I'm going to look for an adventurers guild in town.
Okay, roll investigation.
Oh, investigation. But I'm only not good at that. I lied.
Okay. There's a there's it. You assume that it's a adventurer's guild, so you go inside,
Yeah.
and from what you can see on the inside, it looks to be an adventurer's guild. There's you don't see anyone at the counter right away. However, there are like 2 suits of armor near the back of the wall that are just like standing there at attention as you walk in.
I'm going to approach them.
Okay, as you start to approach the counter, one of them has like one of them, a smaller one, looks more. If you had to classify it using like quote unquote Dungeons and Dragons terms, this would look like if you were able to wear full plate as a rogue. And like in the center of, because it has like the V, like the Dark Souls helmet, like the V for the visor. You can start to see the like a spark of blue, like almost like a fire, as it like starts to like move its shoulder like it just woke up. And it like tilts its head, and you can clearly see that there's like a cloth underneath it.
Yep.
But that's more just there for show, as opposed to it just being devoid of anything being there.
Yeah.
And it eventually like pauses its thing and like pauses, turns its head towards you, and just goes, "Oh, how rude of me. Hello." And it approaches the counter, his arms clasped in front of him.
Hi.
How might I help you?
So we're on an investigation right now.
An investigation?
Yes, we're investigating the murder of a family that happened in the town. And
you realize how sketchy that sounds, right? You make it sound like we're investigating them.
How about you shut up?
One second. He looks over at the suit. He looks down almost to look at a watch. Looks back at the suit. Looks back at his arm. Walks over. Picks up a small small tuning fork and smacks it against the helmet before putting it back. And this one has a small yellowish flame light up inside the helmet as it holds the helmet to try and stop the ringing. Why would you do that? You know that hurts. Well, you were sleeping. We have guests. They have questions. I'm gonna get you back one of these days, you asshole. And he also approaches. This one is much bulkier.
Sounds like the Mark 1 armor.
Kinda. again, using D&D terms, this would be like a barbarian in full plate almost.
Okay.
Like, huge, hulking, giant shoulder pauldron. Large, thick armor everywhere. As it approaches. What seems to be the problem?
So, me and no one else came with me, right?
I mean,
At the most, I would assume maybe Blaze, because Phase Core's best. But Phase Core's being Phase Core. And he's probably...
I'm torching a person in the well by stuffing cinnamon down their throat.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. All right.
Don't mess with the burb.
Well, we know how he'll level up. Okay.
I don't even know why I tortured this person.
I mentioned that we're on an investigation of the murder of a couple of people, and don't worry, you guys are not suspects. By the way, we just need help identifying local wildlife in the area, and I was just wondering if anyone has come in with any rumors or anything for large cat-like creatures. As I totally pat Blaze's head because he's next to me.
God damn it.
I don't think we do. I'd have to check the books.
Well, when you check the books, will they look like this? And I put the book on the table, turn it towards him.
He pauses. You can see the flame in the helmet. Like it seems to be the flame is considered like an eye almost for this.
Yeah.
And it like gets smaller, almost as if it's squinting, as it's looking down at it. I'll see if we can find something.
Yeah, no problem.
He extends his hand out to you. It's rather large.
To what? Shake my hand?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm Helmvig. I run this with my cousin Valkyrie.
Oh, my name is Tracker. Hi, and I shake his hand.
Okay. You grab hold of it. It feels hollow, but you're definitely shaking a hand of something.
Interesting spell you guys got going on here. Where's the actual person? Like, where's the Pomat Soul Prime, Yufiwe?
He kind of like looks off, and he kind of looks away as he goes over to grab one of the books, dragging it out, setting it down. It's a decent-sized tome as he's flipping through it. I don't know that. You'd have to ask Valkyrie, who is kind of leaning over with his elbows on the counter, kind of resting his forehead on the top of his hands. I keep telling you, it's Joan.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Technically speaking, yes, my first name is Valkyrie, but I prefer to call myself Joan. It's surname. We don't really have a Pumat soul like in Zadash. So we are quite fond of his work.
Confirmed Zadash is in this game.
Confirmed. Fucking new continent in the fucking Taldori world. I will allow you guys to go to Taldori if you want.
Oh god.
Because I have the campaign guide for it. That's where I got this whole fucking idea. Fucking read it out of one of those. My buddy here, he doesn't know much anymore. We don't know a lot about... He doesn't know a lot about where we come from, because he was gone for a while. As was I, but he was gone much longer. And he reaches under the under like the front part of the mast to like lift it up. with his thumb, and he lifts it up. And you just see a little green flame that's like hovering in the center. And you can see some like magical runes every so often in the little places that like glow every so often, like they pulse with magic.
Yeah.
Roll me a religion for this, because this is going to be a weird one.
Crit.
You see a lot of runes that symbolize life, or like unending life, or giving life to an object of some sort.
Yep.
On it, as he lowers the helmet. We were once adventurers, people who would come to this very guild, actually. Isn't that right, Helmvig? Yeah, whatever you say. Anyways, we, eventually we did not succeed in one of our missions, and somehow we were brought back here. Our bodies, at least. And somehow, next thing I know, I woke up as this, and he eventually woke up as that.
Huh. So you don't remember how you died?
I need to roll a die for him, because he would be the only one who could remember, because Helmvig wouldn't. Not really. A lot of it's hazy. I just remember being a human. Well, tiefling. Not really. I remember being mortal.
That's better.
And I remember he was my friend. And then we were adventuring. I don't remember what we were hunting. It was probably like fucking basilisks or some shit. I don't remember. Something. And eventually we fucked up. I'm assuming we fucked up, or we got in over our heads. And now we're these.
You remember the moment you knew you fucked up?
No, I just remember that we were adventurers, and we've caught different things, and we've helped the original people who ran this place probably 30 to 40 years ago. Until they eventually had to retire or passed away, and now we run the shop. He says that, and he like extends his hand out to gesture to the entire shop. And from the elbow down to the hand just kind of falls off, and he goes, "Motherfucker." He reaches down, grabs it, and like chunks it back on. And he then lifts his hand up, and he's like, and it's like the hand's hanging down, and he like lifts it up, and it droops back down. Come on, don't be a dick. He lifts it back up, and it droops back down. Son of a bitch, I'll have to fix that later.
Why don't you just go to the clock? Apparently he's good with prosthetics. Maybe he could help you.
I am not a prosthetic. I am not a construct. As far as I'm aware, there are no strings on me. To quote that evil psychotic construct from that one continent.
Yeah, and all of the continents are together. Oh, that one over there? Those ones are really weird.
Back?
They put on like magic belts and turn into robots.
That one was just a joke, because I wanted to add the fucking old on me to the fucking living armor people.
And that continent over there is really weird. Like 3 walls just came out of the ground.
Yeah, they were made.
Like thing of metal up into space.
Yeah, they were made by giant people that just got really hard and became walls.
Yeah. And those ones over there, they're robots like us, but they transform into cars.
But they turn into carriages.
Yeah, garages.
Carriages and horses.
And that continent over there, you don't want to even get me started on that continent over there. What's that continent over there? I don't fucking know.
Yeah. But
Something to do with like people turning into robots that then drive carriages. And then there's other ones that turn into robots that drive giant carriages that combine into one giant carriage.
But he sees that his buddy is working very slowly at the book, and he just goes, "Give me that. Go back to sleep. Damn it!" And the large one kind of just you see the large one just kind of go. You see the large one off to the side just go, "Yes." And he's like steps back into the place where he was standing. He gets back into his position and does like the Shaquille O'Neal body sway before he gets back into his position, and the fire just dims out.
No, I use thaumaturgy to make the fire brighter.
It dims out either way.
Damn it!
And he seems to be asleep.
Like, wait, what? He's dead.
It just he is not needed to be awake at the moment, so it turned off.
I used thaumaturgy on the other one because he has different fire.
Okay.
And I make the fire a different color.
Oh.
I make it green.
Hot pink.
Oh God.
Yes! Yes!
Okay. As he's flipping through the book, he pauses. Like the minute you do it, the suit stops, starts to like droop forward, like it's gonna start to fall over, and then itself. Tilts back and like stands up, crosses its arms. Where am I?
I'm gonna look at him and be like, "What the fuck did you do?"
Oh my God! You
change him back.
Noble, you didn't.
No, I didn't. I don't know what you're referring to.
The character.
So no, I didn't.
I go, hi.
Where am I?
You're at an adventurous guild.
I see that. Why am I behind the counter?
Tracker.
Who are you? Why am I here? Who am I?
Tracker.
I can't for 2 minutes, man. I'm gonna have fun with this. This guy is gonna become my new bitch.
You just said that out loud.
Yeah. I look at him and go, I have brought you back to life.
What?
Yeah. You were dead. And now you're here.
He looks, he pauses, looks down at himself, looks back up, looks back down at himself, looks back up. What am I?
Well, you are a sentient armor that I have imbued your soul into.
Man, how much did that cost you? An arm and a leg?
I knew you were going to do that!
Ba-dum-bum!
No, it cost me my daughter and a dog.
Oh, that's rough.
Rough, indeed.
Rough.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I didn't mean to make an offensive dog joke. This magic stuff's for the hounds. God damn it, I did it again.
I offer him to join us in the search for his killer.
For 3 minutes.
Yep.
At a time. Enough for one combat. And then it's back to the other guy who's like, why the fuck am I here?
And I slap my fingers again, and he's green again every time.
I'm gonna whisper to you, just If you do not change him back when you can, I am going to report you to the authorities.
And I'm gonna whisper at him and go, "And what would the authorities do to you? Do to you when they find out that you're a cat?"
I mean, one guy
Kick him until he disappears.
Oh, I wonder what's gonna happen to you when you go into a jail cell, just like those birds in the jail.
You do not know about the jail cell.
You told me about it just now.
No, I didn't.
Did you not tell the party about the prison?
No, I haven't.
I thought he did.
A chance to.
Oh.
I was a cat, and I was exploring, and then
Well,
they were fucking with Thespian during the day.
then you don't know that it was me that did it. Because thaumaturgy doesn't require me to actually perform magic spell. I could do it just by looking into the creature's eyes.
I've noticed you. Yeah, but I've noticed you doing. But I've noticed weird shit happening when you're around.
So what? That could just be weird shit.
Yeah, it could just be coincidence out the ass. That's fair. But if I was dead.
I mean, the fact that he's trying to fuck with him is like he did something.
Well, yeah, but you don't know what I did. You don't know that it was.
I don't know what you did. I'm just saying, change him back or else.
Then go do it.
I'm gonna give you a chance.
Oh well, I don't want to take your chance.
Are you two having a lover's quarrel right now? Do I need to step out of the room or?
No. You know what? Just do the right thing, and I'm just gonna walk out.
Finally.
Okay.
So yeah, I just wondering, what was the last thing you remember?
The last thing I remember was I was standing in front of my my students giving a lecture.
Yes.
And actually, now that I think about it, he lifts up the fake arm, he lifts up the one arm that fell off earlier, yanks it off, and looks down the sleeve, and he's like, you can almost see the fire looking up in thought as he reattaches it. This has a lot of open spaces. I could hide a lot more of those, though I'd have to.
I reach into my bag and pull out his gun.
Where did you?
He brought you back to life, bitch.
How did you find my?
I brought.
Well,
you back...
one of them, anyways.
I brought you back to life.
You
I'm a wizard.
brought me back to. There are some forces who might disagree with your thoughts on that.
Well, do you want to join us or not?
I mean, if I died, I'd much rather stay dead, It'd be really weird to be living when you know that you're a dead man.
Yeah, but now no one will know. No one will suspect you if you did anything right now. We could use you. We could use your knowledge. We could use your ability.
It also doesn't look like this suit is finely tuned for my need.
It's been 3 minutes.
And the light slowly changes as he says need. And he leans back and his hand quickly re-grabs the same page he was ready to turn and goes back into that pose. And then starts turning the page and looking through it. So, let's see. We've had some people bringing in.
No, you can't just walk in after that.
Where'd your friend go?
Oh, he had to go.
Your friend just fucking teleported. What the fuck? I didn't even see him cast a spell.
I know.
Holy shit, that's awesome.
He's a level 20 mage. Yeah.
Gotta fucking keep that shit close to the chest. He might fucking get ganked. Anyways, we've had some people bring in some bobcat furs a couple months ago. Some simple wolf pelts. Some really weird cat pelts a while back, but we didn't take those. They look too gaudy and too horrid for us to take.
He runs in what?
Some guy tried to sell us like house cat pelts.
Do you remember what he looked like?
Kind of look
Remember the
like
color
that
of the
your
pelts?
guy, your friend right here.
The guy was about yay high. He gestures to about maybe 6 to 7 feet tall. Very color of stone for his skin. Very very gray.
Recognizing this because I didn't know. Just normal question. Should I be recognizing this?
No, this was not the person that you encountered when you were running away, but this is one of the people that worked with the person you know.
Okay.
So by association, yeah, you would technically kind of recognize this, yes. Guy had a pelt. I saw a cat around here like the other night that looked very close to this, and I swear I think he's just fucking killing those things while they're in the streets.
If it's very similar to that cat you saw the other night, then I'd say no.
Anyways, he brought in like
a cat like that again, be smart and do not take it.
Okay. I mean, I'm normally in here because. Anyways.
I was saying, if someone comes in and offers you a pelt like that, don't take it, because you're not gonna like the way it was obtained.
Trust me, I didn't plan on taking it anyways. It was poorly taken care of. But anyways, the guy came in, tried to sell like 5 of them, and we told him no, we don't. That wasn't a creature that we're looking for. That's not a creature that we accept things, because it's not a dangerous creature that we have reports of. And he went off on his way. Seemed kind of pissed off, but he went off on his way.
Yeah.
Where
he went? You know where he went? Is he somewhere near here? Does he live near here? Is he a resident?
I have no clue. I seen him around that one day, and that was it.
If you see him or someone like him again.
I mean, there's tons of people like him, but that doesn't mean they are him. I mean, you see Goliaths are a dime a dozener in this fucking continent.
Alright.
However, he did have a weird scar on his neck. Like something tried to bite him, and he like pulled it off almost, and it made like a weird scarring shape there.
Yeah.
But going off of like large creatures, the last time we had anything dealing with large creatures, I'm assuming you mean like lycanthropes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was maybe 5-10 years ago when that one blood hunter guy was what was his name?
Thrawn?
He like leans under the table, pulls out like a small ball bearing, and throws it at the other armor. And you hear it, and he like Kobe's it, and it goes right in the eye hole, and you just hear it going like ting ting ting. It sounds like a pinball machine until it hits the foot, and then you just hear it go like ting 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 ting, and then you just see the flame just go. What? What was that one guy, the fancy motherfucker with the cool swords? Dawnstone? Thorn or something like that?
Thrawn?
Yes, thank you. Yes, that guy came by maybe, what was it, 10 years ago? Something like that. He came by and had some pelts that he acquired. Said they were from some disinterested students or something along those lines or something. I don't know. All I know is that he runs some creepy, weird cult-like schools in another city because they weren't allowing that shit here.
I'm just imagining Overkill under the best thing. You mean Ran?
What?
Imagining you like, under your breath just being like, you mean he did run a school like that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He used to.
So I'm going to,
Use thaumaturgy to change the colors.
I want to.
So the colors technically are, the one has like a dark blue, and the other one has like a orangish yellow. Just for reference.
I changed them to the exact same color blue as the other guy.
Okay. So half of the large hulking one's armor goes limp, and the opposite side of the other guy's armor goes limp. As he starts turning the pages, he goes to turn the book. Like he's like, okay, now let me go and close this then, because that's all the lycanthrope stuff we have. And you see the large one in the back's hand like go like he's closing the book. That's weird. It does it like several times. Why isn't my arm? He goes to turn and like starts to fall. Both of them start to fall. And they both are on the ground. You can hear the voice echoing out of both. What the hell? Why is this working? Like the one is smacking his other side. And he's like, why aren't you working? And you just see the other one's just like, the other side's just like moving around like, I'm working, I'm moving. So one of them has a consciousness, the other one just has the other side of the body.
Okay.
So it's like you took a double figure and you split it in half.
Yeah.
And you super glued it to a Raggedy Ann doll.
You gave them flame eyes, like you gave me thaumaturgy. This is too good. I turn them back.
Okay, after 3 minutes, they kind of resettle and they both get off the ground. One of them's just like, gets the big one's kind of like shrugs it off and just gets up and kind of goes and just kind of like rubs at his neck because he's like, oh, my neck is stiff. And the other one's still hitting his leg, and now he's like, ow, okay, it works. And he gets up. That was weird. We gotta see that magic guy soon to get this fixed. This is getting to be fucking weird.
I really want to bring one of these guys with me. Oh! Blood red. I wonder if he turns into a rage guy. I want to try that one day.
I mean, if you want to invite one of them, you're free to. Do you want the barbarian or the rogue?
You want the barbarian.
Okay. Ask away.
Hey, what was his name again?
Helmvig.
Hey, Helmvig!
Just like the guy I had in the Wednesday campaign.
Helmvig, you want to be an adventurer?
I mean, do I? He pauses and he turns and looks at, and Valkyrie is just kind of like sighing into his hand. You can clearly see his hands, like his index finger at the knuckle is starting to like get red hot from this holding his hand so close to his flame. As you just hear like the longest sigh of just.
Hey, if you think of it this way, you get out of this place. You get to go out, get to do other things. Don't have to look at musty books. You don't have to hang out with this guy.
You meet hot women.
I slightly take offense to that, but I agree, because all he does is fucking sleep. Yes, you do want to be an adventurer with them. Awesome!
Your dog freaked out.
Yeah, he shook his head. Just get your things and go with them. Ugh.
And then I just like, I talked to...
Don't want to have to...
Days, are you still alive?
He's
Yes.
I'd like to imagine that he just has a really big funnel and just a bag of cinnamon, and he just is slowly lifting the bag higher and higher for it to pour in.
No. What I'm doing is
He's
I'm
making
just
a
taking.
human
At this point, the fucking well is 99% cinnamon and only 1% water.
It's like the Konosuba campaign, but with cinnamon.
Yeah.
No.
There's a mountain. There's a mountain of cinnamon.
No. Here's how it's specifically being done. It's just like opening his mouth for a moment, just bringing a bit of cinnamon, and then covering it with a gag, along with his nose, and then covering it with another sheet of paper, and then waterboarding him.
So you're making coffee.
You can't waterboard someone when you're already giving them cinnamon.
God.
That's just,
Okay.
That's just
Impossible.
drowning someone at that point.
No, it's literally impossible. Cinnamon and water don't mix. So if you're
Exactly.
filling the mouth with cinnamon, then there's not enough room for water to go through it.
Exactly.
So you're just making them soaking wet.
It does mix at a certain point.
Also, it's just going to turn that cinnamon into a really hard clump.
Yeah.
Still is, even with the saliva.
Yeah, so this guy's about to fucking hawk a cinnamon, like fucking hawk a firebolt made out of cinnamon. This guy doesn't realize it, but soon he's turning into a sorcerer with the draconic bloodline, so he can breathe a fireball. That's just him coughing up cinnamon.
This guy's doing better than the last guy, though.
Yeah.
Oh God, how many guys have you gone through?
No, he's talking about the glue guy.
Oh.
Yeah. But when
Make that cinnamon clump nice and big.
yeah. When Valkyrie tells him
later on in the campaign, you just bring back the glue guy and the cinnamon guy, and they just breathe glue and cinnamon.
oh God. That would be horrifying. But
Especially for me being a cat.
yeah. But eventually after Valkyrie tells the large one to get his things, he walks back towards the wall, and there's this really large sword that if I had to equate it to comparing it to his size, the sword is about maybe 2 to 3 feet taller than he is.
Okay.
Nice buster sword.
Basically, and he grabs it and he picks it up one-handed. And he also picks up a mace. That's about maybe little under half his height, counting the handle for both, obviously. And he just starts walking towards you guys and walks past the counter. And I will have to make stats for him.
That's okay, because I think we should end it here anyway.
Yeah, because it's like 11 o'clock.
If there's any girls there, I want to do them.
But, in fact, what I want to do is we're all going to leave. I take my book,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to leave, go to the bar, go back to the inn.
Yeah.
But before I leave, I'm going to turn the other guy's eyes red.
Okay.
Are there any girls there?
But I'm going to close the door after I do it. I'm going to close the door and leave him confused. Like, bright red, and then close the door.
Okay.
So all I hear is what? What? I have so many questions!
Roll perception. You hear, it worked. It fucking worked. That motherfucker was lying when he said it wouldn't work. It fucking worked. I'm gonna fucking beat his ass. And eventually you hear him start to shuffle and he kind of trips. God, motherfucker. And basically you hear a person who is really fucking cocky, but tripping over himself because he's not used to this body.
Alright.
You hear what is the equivalent of the hard motherfucker in this place, but has his shoelaces tied together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess if we're going back to the end, then.
Well, I am, because I didn't find any information about the
I
guy I wanted.
I'm done with.
We're doing detective work. In Phase is drowning a guy with cinnamon and water.
I'm done with him. I crawl out the well and then I cut the rope that was holding the guy up.
Jesus. What is your alignment?
Chaotic evil
neutral.
now.
So, Phase Core,
Get back to the inn.
as
Yes.
you cut the rope, you feel a hand on your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
A very
turn
firm
around.
hand on your shoulder.
I turn around with a spoonful of cinnamon in my beak, going like,
There are two guards standing there. They both seem to be in what I'm going to call Generation 3 armor, even though it would be the second that you see, because you don't see anyone wearing what would be considered first generation. But they're in third generation armor. One of them's a dark bluish color, and the other one's like a brightish orange. And the one who's bright orange has his hand on your shoulder, and they both kind of tilt their head, and one of them asks, "What are you doing in the well?"
Squawk. What are they doing? They know Kenkus can't talk.
That's kind of the point.
Squawk.
I think we got another one here, Mike. He
Mike?
He's starting to drag you away from the well.
I'll run up.
Well, no, you're not there yet.
Yeah. He's basically, they're starting to drag you away, Phase Core.
No. Squawk? No. I start
We'll
fumbling
throw
in
him
my
in with
bag
the other ones. What did you say?
I start speaking like, no, stop, please, stop.
Stop, don't, come back.
Oh. Does he know how to talk now?
No, I don't know how to talk. I only know how to say those 3 words in this sentence explaining it. What? Squawk.
See you right back. Hang on.
What do you...
Did you guys get that reference?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
Listen. I don't know what I'm being brought in for, but I pause. Bird just eyes roll up, and then he just goes out. In the future, there will be a successful business that breaks in billions of credits every year that sells chicken.
Actually, KFC's going under.
Named after a famous cartoon character. They both kind of pause and look at each other. What is with this guy? This guy must have been around some really weird fucking people. I swear. And they are still dragging you away, FazeCore.
Are we there at this point?
Was I able to cut the rope at least?
Roll sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand, just
cutting the rope into the well? Yeah, you were able to do that, yeah. Yeah, you were able to cut the rope into the well, so you've successfully tortured and murdered a man.
And that's when you find out that man was Bennett the Ninth.
That's when we find out that he was actually hired by the guards. That was the shopkeep.
that's when we find out it was Tom.
Oh God! Oh, he should be at home doing his studies.
They pull up a bloated body. They go
a bloated 10-year-old with a yo-yo.
Yeah, and right in front of Blaze, and Blaze just goes on his knees and just yells, "Meow!"
He does the what am I fighting for?
Yeah.
But
I'm taking his yo-yo.
You both see Burb getting dragged by two guards. They both have a firm grip onto one of his shoulders as they're dragging him.
I'm gonna go run up. Hey.
Yes, can we help you?
What did he do?
He was messing around in one of the wells. And when we asked him what he was doing, he was not being compliant, like most of his race.
I'm sorry. His race doesn't talk.
That's what they want you. That's what they want you to think.
He can talk. I don't know.
Oh, so he can talk. He just chose not to. Do you hear that, Mike?
I am making this worse and worse. Okay, look, he's done weirder. He's just hanging out in the well. He's been doing that for the past 2 or 3 days now.
Yes, and he recently cut the
confession from him.
He also cut the rope for something that was in the well, which is more of what we actually asked him what he was doing with. He also had cinnamon in his mouth for some reason.
Also, Phase, your mic is echoing.
Yeah, I know. It just died. I'm on my phone.
Oh.
So
You're going to jail.
Do I have
what
to
did
pay
you
a
do?
fine?
What did you do?
I've been living in that well for the past few days. Do you realize how much poop is in that?
Is that why you cut the bucket?
No, the bucket was filled with cinnamon.
Why was the bucket filled with cinnamon?
You killed someone in there, didn't you?
You know darn well I'm not capable of killing someone. I nearly died against your bear.
That's very true.
Ow.
I'd like the idea that both Blaze and Dave are both moonwalking while these guards are just dragging FazeCore closer and closer to the.
I want to actually attack the guards.
You want to attack the guards?
Yes.
I just tell him now. I just do I notice he has any bad wants to attack them?
I have my hand on my weapon, so yes.
I just go like, it's okay. It's okay. I'm pretty sure we can all clear this up pretty easy. Do I just have to pay a fine, young man, sirs? How many cups do I have to pay you with?
He's with us. We're we're working on something. A mission given to us by the guard captain.
The one in the like orangish armor lets go of his shoulder and leans really close into your face. Blaze,
Yeah.
keep him on a tight leash. Then.
Yeah. All right.
I'm not into bondage.
And then he looks over at the other guy. Mike, let him go. Let's go investigate what the fuck's in that well.
Look, if he killed the person, we don't know him.
You say that now. And they both head towards the well.
Okay, wait. When they go to hang out over the well, I'm gonna push them in.
Mm-hmm.
Don't.
I'm going to push them in.
I just whispered to
Stop
Blaze.
you.
I just whispered to Blaze, "Thanks for helping me." For a second, I thought they figured out I was the one who burned down that shop.
No, they were just messing. They were just arresting you because you bird guy fucking with the well. They 100% didn't care about the shop. No one noticed the shop has been on fire yet.
What about the
Still burning.
You burned down the shop.
Hold on.
You guys robbed it. I saw you.
I didn't rob shit. I was just there.
You jumped in through the window and then came out with stuff.
I didn't come up
That's
with that. You came out with stuff.
You were an accomplice.
So one of the guards, but both of the two guards, one of them you know is named Mike. He's the one in the like navy armor.
Caboose?
No, he gets some rope and he ties it to a tree.
Can I whisper? Can I rush over to Overkill's character and whisper to him something?
I mean, they let you free, so yeah, you're free to do whatever the fuck you want.
All right.
That was annoying.
So yes, you could go over and whisper into his ear.
You know what to do. You know what to do, little elf boy.
Yeah.
That's really specific that you use those words. Are you sure you've never watched Critical Role?
Nope, never.
Okay. So,
No, honestly, I still haven't watched it.
the
Did you
Navy
see-
guy
did you
throws
hear
down
Overkill?
rope into the water. Throws the other end of the rope into the water and starts climbing down into the well. And eventually, the one in the orange armor also follows suit, climbing down into the well.
I cut the rope.
I'm
Okay.
going to be standing by the rope.
I cut the rope.
I
Roll an
draw my
attack if you're
sword.
gonna stop me.
So, I'm just gonna say that, hell, at the most, you could have easily just untied the rope.
I untied the rope.
Okay. At the most, you could have just grabbed the thing and, like, pulled one thing and untied it. So, the rope falls limp, and you hear a splash, and then you hear, like, a ka-ding, another splash, and then another ka-ding.
Yep.
And you currently don't hear anything else, because they're in the bottom of the well.
And now I'm gonna fire every 6 seconds. I'm going to fire an Eldritch Blast down into the well.
Okay.
If you try to do that, I'm going to call for help.
And first of all, I'm going to attack Blaze.
Can I parry it?
You're a monk, not a battle master.
Actually, I'm gonna end it here.
Yeah.
Wait, Goji in, are there any girls there?
But if Blaze is gonna do anything, I'm gonna fucking slit his throat.
So I'm just gonna say that we ended this with I'll say you fired one Eldritch Blast in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn it.
And anything that the guards did down there when that happened, they did. So that's also knowledge to be taken with.
You realize that in stories like this, everyone who, like, you know, this is gonna bite us in the ass later, right?
Oh yeah, totally.
And by later, you mean next week.
Delicious.
Burb just kicks the well. Well, gotta find another place to live. Maybe that burned down shop that I burned down.
Well, everybody.
It's still being burned.
Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, I covered it in oil. Remember, I covered it in oil and then lit it on fire.